scholar. I'm also the leader of the hip hop followers. Now get this, I'm at a gym and I'm rocking it. Suckers like a checkerboard, red, black is clocking it. The grapes as I ease across the stage, bars around the audience, sorta like a cage. They laugh, cause they assume I'm in prison, but in reality, they're locked in. Once again, I'll state that I can't be stopped, cause yo, I am as light as rock. I am the light.
Are y'all ready to get this show started? 3, 2, 1.
Let's get it. Here we go.
You're not tuned into the City Flow on Hidden City Radio.
We know it's some good. Make them say.
With your girl, TopNotch Butterscotch.
Soul Star, the producer.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? It's been a little minute, but I'm back. Welcome to City Flow here at Hidden City Radio. As always, we got a good show lined up for y'all. I know y'all probably like, well, where's Miss Taye? I don't know. You tell me. Oh, all right. All right. So with that being said, y'all, we're going to get the show started. We're supposed to have a special guest tonight. I just want to ask y'all to excuse me in advance because of my voice. It looks like somebody's at my door. Give me 1 second. I don't see nobody there. So my dog's barking for no reason. So, yeah. Excuse my throat, excuse my voice, excuse my absence. So yeah, y'all know how we do it here at City Flow, here at Hidden City Radio. Tonight we're supposed to have Mr. Rony Francois, the credit hero. We're supposed to have him on the show tonight. Yeah, we're going to talk about credit a little bit. And then, since we don't have any entertainment news because Miss Taye is not here today, I just want to let y'all know that we have actually been asked by Urban, I got to get their name right, so I'm just not even going to call off their name, but we're trying to network and syndicate his urban news broadcast on the station so we can keep the show flowing. Excuse me. So like I said, we're gonna talk to Mr. Rony Francois. There's no topic of discussion for tonight because we have a guest. If y'all want to call in, y'all make sure y'all call 470-588-1198. If y'all want to leave a chat or a comment, make sure y'all drop us a chat on the live on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, wherever you're watching us at. If you're listening over the air in your car while you're driving or whatever have you, go ahead and give us a call. Again, 470-588-1198. Oh, all right. So moving forward, let's do some housekeeping, y'all. If you would like to be on the show, if you're a business owner, please make sure you submit your inquiry to hiddencityradio@gmail.com. Yes, submit your inquiry over there. Make sure to submit a small bio about yourself. Let us know where your business is. Drop a link or something so we can check you out to make sure you're on the up and up to be on the show. Oh, all right. So if you're a music artist, I don't know why I never can get housekeeping just straight, flat out my mouth. I don't understand. It just, I stumble, I stutter, I ramble, and it doesn't even make it any better that I'm sick right now. My allergies are messing up, so I got a little throat and nose issues. I sound congested. So, so back to housekeeping. If you are a music artist and you would like to be on the show, if you'd like for us to air your music on our station or drop it in the rotation, please submit your music over to hiddencityradio@gmail.com. Make sure you have proper metadata because we are a registered station with ASCAP, BMI, SCE, and we want you to get paid those royalties. Yes, we do. Thank you, Miss Adria Ward. I'm trying to feel better soon, but the pollen here in Georgia is so thick. I just don't think it's going to happen until like pollen season is over. With that being said, y'all, let me go on a brief hold. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back with you. I'm back. I had to take that call. So, yeah, moving right along, moving forward. Yeah, so I think I did all the housekeeping I could do. My mind is fuzzy right now because I'm not in the best spirits, you know what I'm saying, because I'm sick, but I'm still here doing the show. With that being said, I know y'all probably like, yo, where's your gear, your city flow gear, whatever. I got a tutu and a hot 4. I got a date after this, so I'm going to make sure that I'm ready to just walk out the door. Oh, all right. So, moving right along with the show, let's talk about... Oh, you know what? We can talk about some entertainment news. You know, we had a lot going on in the celebrity news world. We lost Tracy Braxton. We saw, and my condolence to the Braxton family.
So start the producer.
I am a huge fan of Tracy. She's actually my favorite. She's one of my favorites. So, yeah, condolences to the Braxton's family, and I think the funeral is coming up here soon, and if you want to go to the funeral, you have to register, so make sure y'all go over to the Braxton's Family Vow page, and I think they have the information there on how to attend Tracy Braxton's funeral. Moving right along, I know everybody saw the Oscars and everything that happened with Will and Chris Rock. Long story short, short story long, I know, you know, some of y'all don't care, but for me, it was inappropriate. It was a place and time for everything. And I felt like, you know, Will was kind of reaching because that's Will to me. Like, I get it. He's on this love journey and trying to, I don't know what he's doing with his life, but I know they got a lot going on. The Smiths got a lot going on since they aired their business out with August. And with that being said, you know, I don't know what happened with August, but did you smack August though? That's all I want to know is did you smack August? Because I mean, you pretty much embarrassed yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, Will. Like, you set us back. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I'm still out here struggling to get people to understand that I'm just forthright and I'm gonna say what I want to say and I mean what I say. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you whole slapping people. That's not cool. So moving right along, moving forward, he actually resigned from the Academy. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess that was a good step in accountability because a lot of people need to take accountability these days for their actions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. There's a cause and effect for every reaction, but at the same time, place for everything, and that was not the place nor the time. Period. Oh, all right. So that's all I got for you in the entertainment news. And I just want to apologize in advance if you hear my dog Bronx barking in the background. You know, like, I don't know what he got going on, but, you know, it's his house. So what can I say? All right, y'all. So let's talk about daily struggles. Daily struggles for the day. You know, I honestly don't think I have any daily struggles. The last time we talked, you know what I'm saying, I didn't have anything for y'all then, or if I can remember, I think it was my facial expression tells everything, you know, and I'm still working on my facial expression and learning how to fix my face, as my mom would say, fix your face. Fix your face. Oh, all right. So, you know, I'm trying to get that together. Moving right along, moving forward. No daily struggles, and if you have a daily struggle every day, maybe you need to take a step back and look in the mirror and wonder what can you do to improve you, because sometimes it's not everybody else, you know, sometimes it is you. And like going back to accountability, you have to go back and take accountabilities for your own actions as a human being, you know what I'm saying, so that you can become a better you, you know what I'm saying, so you won't self-sabotage you in anything, you know, you do as far as like friendship, work ships, you know, family ships, whatever you want to go, ships you want to be on, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, no daily struggles, and that's good. So still waiting on our guest to appear. We're going to give him till 4:10, and if he's not in the building at 4:10, you know what I'm saying, we're not going to hold y'all no longer, because y'all already know how we do it here at City Flow, here at Hit a City Radio. We like to interview the people, give the people the gems, the knowledge, and everything they need to succeed in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying I got it all together, because I'm still trying to figure it out as I go. You know what I'm saying? I cry out to the Lord every day. Lord, what am I doing? Lord, what is my purpose? So, you know what I'm saying? If I can each one teach one, I'm going to do what I could do to help the situation. And I've always been a big fan of teaching a man to fish versus giving them a fish. You know what I'm saying? I give you a fish, you'll live for a day. I teach you to fish, you're going to live forever. So I really do hope our guest does come on, because I really would like to, educate the people on credit and how important it is. Um, Credit is a huge thing to me now in my adult life. I won't sit up here in front and act like I've always had good credit. But right now, oh, all right, right now, right now, right now, I got what I like to call that walk on water Jesus credit. You know what I'm saying? It's like that ask and you shall receive credit. I can pretty much go on the lot, get anything I want type credit. Oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? House built from the ground up type credit. You know what I'm saying? And, it also comes along with discipline, financial discipline, with how you spend your money and what you do with your money. Like I always say, when I used to post on Facebook of saving, you have to have the will to save. And if you don't have the will to save, then, it might not work out for you. But I do see our guest on the back end, Mr. Credit Hero. We're going to bring him on the screen so he can holler at the people, y'all. Welcome to City Flow here at Hidden City Radio. It's a pleasure having you.
Well, thank you. It's definitely a pleasure to be on your amazing platform. You're doing some amazing things. So it's definitely an honor and a privilege to be on here with you.
Good deal. Like, I always like talking about credits. I like talking about, finances. I don't like to call it money, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, money to me is like the root of all evil. But that's because I feel as though you don't know how to direct yourself with that. But before we get into all of that, I myself already know a little bit about you. So if you don't mind, please introduce yourself to our listeners and viewers.
Well, thank you again. My name is Ronnie Francois, the Credit Hero, and I basically help people with credit, educate them on credit, teach about credit, because there's over like 20 million people that do what I do. But the biggest difference is I focus on the educational piece because I want to give you the tools and the knowledge. That way you don't make the same mistake over and over again. You give a man a fish, eat for a day. You teach him how to fish, eat for life.
I just said that to the people before you came on. So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is your confirmation that you about to get some good knowledge right here. So go ahead and let's get set up. I mean, like, are you ready for this? I'm gonna type your name so I can get everybody to see who we talking to, and that's the Credit Hero. So we gonna ask you some questions. Are you ready to to do this interview, Mr. Roney?
Hey, I'm ready to rock and roll.
All right, let's get it. All right, let's get it. So you call yourself the Credit Hero. How many customers have you helped so far since you started your business to be called the Credit Hero?
I help hundreds, maybe even thousands of clients throughout the United States, whether it's directly, indirectly, whether it's just giving free advice, whether it's helping build the credit, whether it's giving financial tools and knowledge, whether it's through free ebooks. So I've made some major impacts throughout the United States. I've been on TV a couple of times, been like a ton of magazines, and I've been on a few amazing platforms just like yours. So I've made a positive impact throughout the world and also written multiple books too. That definitely makes a difference. So I've helped countless number of people, either directly or indirectly, because of my knowledge and the information that I share.
Nice. So what made you get into this type of career field? Because, not everybody know a lot about credit. You know what I'm saying? All you know about credit, not you, but, typically all people know about credit is you got good credit or bad credit. So what made you want to research or learn and help people beyond that? Like, what made you get into that business?
Well, so I've always had a passion for helping people. I was in the life insurance industry about 5 years because I've always wanted to make a positive impact. And that was going okay, but I felt like I really wasn't making a deep impact. Because when it comes to life insurance, most people don't think they need it until they're about to die. That's when they get it, which was kind of weird mindset thinking that a lot of people was having. But then at one point, my credit was bad. It was so bad, I used to hope somebody would steal my identity. That's how bad it was. But
Wow.
But of course, when it's bad like that, nobody want to steal unless they just practicing. So I never got that lucky. But then I was ready to give up, like, you know what? It's going to eventually has to fall off 7, 10, 12 years, depending on the item. So I'll just sit back and just wait because it's going to eventually come off. But then I realized while I was waiting those years, I was going to have to get somewhere to live. I was going to have to get a car. I was going to have to get stuff in my name. And then, then now, but I was like, if I had bad credit, it was kind of it was kind of hard for me to help my family, help my kids, help whoever I was with. So as a man, I felt like, it was my responsibility to make sure my finances was in order. And then, I went through a few different companies, trials and errors, a lot of mistakes. But after doing like 5 to 7 years of research and studying, I caught on to the credit game. I was like, you know what, how many other people that's in my same shoes that need this information, maybe they're embarrassed, maybe they don't know how to get to it, maybe they don't have the research, don't have to study. Because you can probably Google just about anything in the world, but you're going to get like 20, 30 million different topics, 30, 40 million answers on it. So then you got to decipher what's real, what's not, what's fake. So I did the research, I did the study. And then after I helped myself, I started helping like close friends, close relatives. I said, you know what? Maybe I should write a books because there are people out there that actually still read books, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And then I didn't stop that, and I wrote 2 books. First one was Break the Cycle, You Don't Have to Live with Bad Credit, because
Nice.
I felt like it was time to break that cycle, break that generational curse. And I'm
Yes.
like, you know what? I'm going to start with myself, making foundation for the next generation. Then the second book was called The 10 Credit Commandments. And that was super dope because I wrote that my kids are contributing authors in that book. So out of all of my accomplishment, writing the books with my kids, that was like super, super dope. I'm super proud of them. They're the real heroes, to be honest with you, my kids.
Nice, nice. Shout out to the babies. The babies are the inspiration. That's what's up. Okay, okay. So your titles alone to your books, they made me like quicken in my spirit. Like, okay. So we're you breaking the cycle and breaking generational curses, because that is a big thing in the African American community. The bad credit, somebody mama used your credit when you was young, mama you put the cable in my name or the lights in my name, like, and it's a lot that goes on with that. But then at the same time, it's like we're not taught about credit, is all you hear is good credit, bad credit. But then, at a young age, you get those credit card offers that sent to your house, and you're yo, get the credit card. Go ahead and get the credit card because you got great credit. You're trying to build your credit. So go ahead and get the credit card. And then, you swiping and swiping and swiping and you don't know what's going on. Like, how is that, would you say, was your inspiration behind breaking the cycle of your first, is that your first book you wrote?
Yeah, that was the first one. And that's what it was, like back in the day. I'll give a lot of credit to my oldest brother.
Mm,
He used to always say, pay my bills on time. But the only thing is, like, a lot of times as parents, we'll tell our kids to do something, but we'll never tell them why they should do a positive impact. I'm sure he didn't know that 35% of your payment history, your credit report, is based off your payment history. I'm sure he didn't know that. So, of
mm,
course, he couldn't tell me that's something that he didn't know. So that's why once I got the knowledge, I'm like, you know what? I have to break that cycle. I have to break that generational curse. So I did the work, did the research, and I basically laid the foundation. First, I started with my kids. My son, when he was like 10 years old, we used to go to a neighborhood apartment complex, talk to people about credit. I talked to my daughter about it. So I started in the household first, then I was able to share the message with everybody else. But that's what it was really, you had to break that cycle. Somebody got to put in that work for the next generation, and I was willing to do that.
nice, nice, nice. So your second book was The 10 Credit Commandments.
Yes.
Let's talk about that one. All right. So can you just give us a long story short, or just give us the 10 credit commandments without going into detail or in depth?
So yeah, so the basic 10 credit commandment, because I feel like, whenever I write a book, there's I don't want to put the readers to sleep. So I just give them like the meat and potato and just
Yes.
here's the
Yes.
meat and potato. You can dissect it however you want to dissect it. And the
Exactly.
10 credit command basically gives you like 10 things that you can do to help improve your credit, whether you have good credit or bad credit, or there's no excuse for a couple of them was basically how to build positive credit. Another one's how to maintain that good credit once you get it. Another one is, how to read your credit report.
Mm,
But the basis really is how to build it, because anybody could probably get some of your credit report, but building and maintaining is something different. And then there's also like I think there's like 35 additional way to build and maintain positive credit. So it's just like a lot of jewels in that book. And that book is like less than 100 pages. I think it might be like 50 pages maybe, but
Wow.
it's just really core information that you need. Just like what Break the Cycle. The first 35, I mean, I think it's 90 pages, but first 35 pages, I mean, it just really concentrate on what you need to know about credit. Example goes back to my kids. My son, he was 11 when he read it. A few chat, he thought it made sense. My daughter, she was 15. She read it. She thought it made sense. And I gave it to a couple of my friends. They read it, and they was able to improve their own credit within 6 months just from reading the book. Not applying for this, or just from reading the book, they was able to change their lives within 6 months. So that's
Nice.
how powerful it is. I give it to an 11-year-old, he understand it. Give it to an adult, they understand and apply it, and makes a positive impact.
Nice. 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 So let's talk about building and maintaining credit. So when I was growing up, they would always say to build the credit, you got to get a credit card or open a small account of sorts. Would you advise today, as the way we are today, would you advise still with that information to open like a gas card, a Walmart card, or credit card? What would you advise?
Yeah, so you can do those route, but sometimes your credit just might be so bad where you can't get that Walmart card, or you might not
Mm,
even get the gas card, believe it or not. So there's some simpler stuff that you can do. The easiest thing you can do is become an authorized using someone else's credit card. And
mm,
they don't necessarily have to be like your blood relative. It could be like your aunt, your uncle, whoever it might be. Now the key is they have to have good credit, good to perfect credit. They put you in as authorized user. They don't have to give you a card. They just put you on, and then as your credit builds up, it builds the credit. But the bad thing is if they do something bad, it's going to have a negative impact on the credit score too. So that's why you have to
mm,
make sure somebody that's responsible. And then there's other things that you can use in place of building positive credit. You can add rental history to your credit report. There's a self lender. There's about like a dozen different things that you can use besides the traditional credit cards. I mean, of course, once you get those credit cards, it's going to give you a bigger boost. But if you're not in a position to get those cards, and you know you're going to get declined, use the alternative way of building positive credit. The easiest one is the authorized user. And of
mm.
course, like I said, you're gonna get a bigger jump if you have the credit cards. But if you can't get those, that's my own as authorized user. And then you can also get secure credit cards too that they're available. Then the interest rate is gonna be a little high,
Right.
but as you use them, it's gonna help your score go up.
And the secure credit card is basically your money that you give them just for the credit card and the credit history, the to you know what I'm saying, to build the credit. Is that pretty much what a secure credit card is?
Yes, that's pretty much it. And then sometime, once you've been with them for a while, they'll actually go from secure to unsecure too.
Okay.
So that's the good side of that one. So it's an easy way of getting started. I mean, like most of them, I think there's a minimum of like $200, and some of them they don't even do a credit pull. So there's a lot of alternative out there if you don't want to get the card or if you can't get it.
Nice, nice. Okay, so let's rewind a little bit. Let's take it back what you was talking about being an authorized user on someone else's credit card. Now, I've been seeing something of that nature. I think it's called like a business line of credit, or I can't remember. Like people are doing this, and I seen like people on Facebook say, "Yo, I can't remember how they worded of the verbiage of it, but I know it's just like they make them some
Like,
type of."
is it trade lines? Maybe it might be trade lines. Maybe is it?
There you go. There, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So
So basically,
what is that about? Is that the same thing?
Yeah, basically it's the same thing. They just charge you a lot of money. So the thing is about buying trade line. Let's just say you have American Express and your
Okay.
credit limit is like $50,000. And you got perfect payment history on it. And you had it for about like 10 years. So your credit score is really good. And then now you want to add somebody else as an authorized user, and then but it'll be like a trade line. So you're gonna charge that person maybe $300 for every 90 days. And so the thing is, you're gonna eventually get that boost, but once you start paying the people for that trade line, they're gonna take you off as an authorized user. That's the only kicker about that. And that's why most bank or institution they're gonna see what have you been doing for like the last 12 years. I mean, what have you been doing for like the last 12 months? Because anybody could probably pay somebody get like a boost overnight. So that's
Yeah.
why I look at your whole history, what you have been doing, because they know that a lot of people using some shortcut, quick method. versus actually looking
Mm.
at the whole history. So they kind of hipped onto that. The little trade line, they do what they're supposed to do, but the only thing is, most of the time, they just temporary. And then once you start paying that person, they probably gonna take you off. So that's why, typically if you're gonna be on as authorized user, you do it with a family member. That's the best way to go. But I'm not knocking trade line because they do what they're supposed to do, but they have their limitation. And once you
Okay.
start paying that person, it's a wrap.
Got you. So let's talk about, statute of limitations as far as credit, you know what I'm saying? Because I know there's like a statute of limitation that a collection can be on your credit report. However, is there any chance after that collection drops off, is there any chance that they can like come back and try to, damage your credit again?
Yeah, so there's a statute of limitation, depending on the item. Most collections is 7 years, and then depending on the state that you're in. In a perfect world, it should fall off after 7 years, but sometimes they don't always fall off. And that's why you have to dispute it with the credit bureaus. And yeah, sometimes when something does come off, sometimes they can sell it to somebody else, and that person can come after you, try to collect when it is possible. And that's why it's important to constantly monitor your credit report. Every couple months or maybe every 6 months, look at it. And that way you can catch on to stuff like that. Because most people don't look at the credit report because 1 out of 10 Americans don't know what's on their credit report. And,
Mm.
and the easiest way to get your credit report at least once a year is through the free annualcreditreport.com. You get one report each bureau once a year. So there's no reason why everybody, listening to this interview, not look at the credit report at least once a year. It's free.
That
There's no
part.
excuse for it.
That part. Okay. So let's talk about your business. So do you said like you offer free classes? Like where like give us all this information you want to give us about you, the credit hero.
Okay, yeah. So basically, like I said, I help people with their credit, whether they have some negative items that need to come off, whether they just need to build positive credit, depending on the credit situation. But the biggest thing is I make resources available for them. Like, for example, like 10 credit commandment, break the cycle. They're all on Amazon, but I also make the ebook available too. So whenever someone signs up for service, one of the first steps I tell them to do is read the book. Yes, sit down, read this book. That way you can understand what the process is, you can understand what I'm doing. It's very, very important. And then a lot of time when clients reach out to me, it's not necessarily because they got bad credit. Maybe they might be at 700, 750. They say, look, I want to get to the next level. And I will
Yeah.
tell them what they need to do because all my consultations are free. I figure, look, yeah, I did the research. I did the study for like 5, 7 years to study it. I have no problem sharing the information with you. So the first thing is I always tell everybody, look at your credit report, see what's on it. That way when you talk to me, because I'm gonna ask you like when was the last time you looked at it, what was your credit score? That's why it's important to know what's on it and to pull it at least once a year for free. And then, like you just got the website up, people can go to my website, schedule a free consultation. They can find me on IG. They can even just Google me, Ronnie Francois, the credit hero. And then I would definitely point them in the right direction, answer the questions, and we're gonna find the best solution for the situation that they're in.
Nice. And I want to apologize, Ronnie, because I was calling you Roni, Rory, just all over them. I'm horrible with names. I'm gonna get it right one day, City Flow. I stay messing up somebody's name. I like that. All right. Ronnie, God, this is a unique way that you spell it. I've never seen it spelled like that. Either you see it with two N's or Roni. You know what I'm saying? I probably would
Yeah,
I probably would have said
you
Roni
know,
with the Roni.
well, I'm from the islands, so with the islands, they just spell any name the way they want to spell it, and that's what makes me,
Nice.
that's what makes
Which
me
island
unique.
you from?
I'm from Haiti. I'm Haitian.
Haiti.
Yeah.
Shout out to Haiti. Shout out to the people. Woo, woo. So moving forward, let's take a look at your website here. You go to Mr. And I did say your last name right though. I
Yeah,
looked at it, I was
Francois.
like, oh, he's Francois. Mr. RonnieFrancois.com. I like it. I love it. So make sure y'all head over to RonnieFrancois.com. And I mean, it's a clean cut website, and I like that. I don't like going to websites where I see a whole bunch of jumble up stuff and I'm just like, what am I looking at? What am I looking for? And I like right at the beginning you say what you're going to do the Credit Hero, repair your bad credit, 100% secure. And let's talk about your 100% $100 discount when you sign up for the credit repair services. So you get $100 off on your services. Let's talk about the services. How much are the services?
Yeah, so we got the month. So there's two types. There's the do-it-yourself credit repair kit that I put together. Basically, I pull your credit. I analyze it. And I look for anything that's wrong, anything that's out of place, anything that's incorrect, and I put a package tailored to your specific need. And then with that package, I also give you outline, step-by-step instruction, what to do, when to do it, how to do it. And that plan, there's a specific plan for that. That one is only $299. It's typically $399, but for your viewers and your listeners, it'll be $299 for Doja credit repair.
That's
And then
with
we
the
also have
$100 discount, $299 right now, right?
yes, exactly. And then we
Nice.
also have the monthly plan because some people would just like paying stuff monthly. So with that one, basically our credit team pull your credit, analyze it, and every month, every quarter, every cycle, your letters get either downloaded to you or get emailed to you, and you basically put the letters in an envelope, put them in the mail. So that's the monthly plan, and then we also have the do-it-yourself credit repair package that's put together for you because everybody's situation is different. And then
Nice.
somebody can reach out to you and they can say, "Look, I don't need the plan, I don't need the package. I just need the credit builder." And in that situation, I'll just get my assistant, just email them a list of the ways to build a credit. Because some stuff I could charge for every little thing, but if it's something that's on my computer or my laptop, I just hit send or get somebody to send it to you.
Exactly.
It'll be free of charge. Again, just all about making that positive impact.
Nice, nice, nice. So let's talk about the monthly. The monthly.
Yeah. So the
Monthly.
monthly, yeah, to get started. So typically with that one, it's usually um, it's usually 199.
Mm-hmm.
And with a $100 discount, it would just be 199 just to get started
Okay.
with that one. Then after that, it's like 99. It's like $89 a month after that one. And typically, clients could be with us 3 to 10 months, depending on credit situation, depending on what they need. And there's no cancellation fee. And with that one, there's over a dozen different products and services available to you. There's a credit builder, there's identity theft, there's a will and trust, there's a budgeting tool. There's even a tool to help you figure out your network. All those
Nice.
tools are available on a client's portal 24/7 to have access to. So it just depends on client situation. If they want to do the monthly, we'll just do the upfront fee or a package is put together for them. So it just depends on what they need.
Nice. So the basically the monthly services is it charged by like what you need, or is it
It's just it's just one
a
set
one
fee a
flat
month.
fee?
Yeah, every month. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Okay, cool. So taking a look at your book here, which is posted on Amazon. You can get the paperback for $15 or the Kindle for $4.99. We see it has some good ratings so far. So, would you say like this is the first step that you would recommend to all your clients to read so that they can get a better understanding of building good credit and maintaining it?
Well, the first step is to pull the credit. That's the first step.
I know
the
that's
second,
right.
the second step is to get the book. And like I
Yeah.
said, if anybody, because I said like $4.99, it can be a lot of money to some people, especially with the
Yeah.
price of gas. So like all your viewers, all your listeners, the ebook, the free ebook could be available to them for free. Where through you or to me, I would just get emailed to them. They wouldn't have to pay for the ebook if they want it like that.
And the same price for the 10 credit commandments right here. I really love this title. Like, I really love it. It like speaks to me. I would definitely read it. You know what I'm saying? I've learned a lot over the years with dealing with credit and financing. So, like, honestly, Ronnie, I have no credit cards. And with that being said, I want to ask you, the credit hero, is that a good thing or a bad thing that I don't have credit cards?
So it really depends because it depends if you're at if your credit score is at a position where you don't need credit and it's like it's okay and you're happy with it, and that's fine because some people in a position where they don't really need it, they just have where they're at. Now, if you wanted to increase it, take it to the next level, you would eventually have to add some credit cards.
So let's say that I am currently at a good, a great, exceptional level. Let's say that, okay? Let's say that. I'm the type of person that like to pay for everything cash. I have a savings, and I'm just like, if I want what I want, I'm going to buy it.
And there's nothing wrong with that. So what credit does is this gives you an option, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say you want the, let's say you had a grandson. I don't know if you have kids or not. You don't go
No,
nothing have kids, so you probably don't have kids. But let's just say you had a nephew, right? He's graduating from college, I mean high school, and he's an amazing nephew, which I'm sure all
yeah,
your nephews probably amazing. And you know, and you wanted to get him a car, and the car costs like, you know, 25,000, right? Now you could go into your save and take out that 25 because you know you got a nice saving, you're a responsible adult. Or if you got good credit, you go to the bank. The bank will give you that 25,000, and you pay it back over time with little or no interest at all. And you can make big payments if you want. So at the end of maybe like 1 to 3 years, you pay it back. Then your nephew still has that amazing car, and you still have your 25K in your account that you never had to touch, and you use somebody else's money. So that's basically what it does. It gives you an option. It's just like if you eat pizza. Everybody don't like pepperoni pizza. Maybe you might want bacon. Maybe you might want some bananas on your pizza.
good
And that's what
analogy.
it
Good
does.
analogy.
It just gives you options and choices. With me, like I like options and choices. I don't like to eat the same thing every night. So that's why credit works for me. It basically
Okay.
gives you options and choices.
Now that's just for that's like for loans. I don't like loans of course that's going to come and go. You know what I'm saying? But for a credit card.
Yeah. So like I said, it's all about your situation. If you're happy where you at, that's all that really matters.
Okay, I
So,
got you.
yeah, like I said, but
Now, I'm just asking because I've been told that I should have credit cards, and I'm just like, yeah, nah, I don't think I need that. I don't want that headache. I done been there, done that. It's like a horror story, and I'm scared to go back down that road because now I love what my credit score is. I love getting the updates where it says you've been increased by 21 points. You've
yeah.
been increased by 10 points. Like I sincerely love that, you know. So
Exactly.
like,
Yeah. Like if you're happy, that's all that matters. And like I said, the biggest thing about credit is your payment history, 35%
yes,
credit score right there. I mean, like people don't understand, like if you're making your payments on time, that's like one of the easiest thing that you can control.
okay,
Um,
good deal,
yeah, so like no, you don't need it. If you feel like you're in a position where you're happy, hey, you cool with that, you know what I mean?
good
But
deal.
again, if you want to take it to the next level, or if you plan on making, let's just say you plan on buying like $1 million building in the next 5 years, then you probably
Okay,
gonna
preach.
have
Talk
something.
to me.
Yeah.
What happens? Wait a minute. Rewind. What happened?
So let's just say like if you want to make big, if you want to make a big purchase, you want to, you know for sure you want to buy like $1 million business or $1 million building, then
Yeah.
you probably work on building your credit, personal credit or building business credit. But like if you're happy where you at, that's all that really matters.
Oh, okay. So, golly, we got to wrap it up here shortly. But so, business credit and personal credit is two totally different things.
So it's two different things. But when you first start off, let's say you first start a business, you don't have that business credit, so they're going to base it off your personal credit.
Oh, all
So,
right. Oh, all
so
right.
you would need good credit to start off because you'll use it as collateral, pretty much.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why they'll say like if you're about to become a business owner, you want to have your personal credit in line too, because it's gonna
Okay.
make it
Good.
easier
All
when you
right.
get funds, getting that working capital. Yeah.
All right. Cool. 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 All right. You had me. See, I was like, wait. How do I develop business credit? Okay. Cool. I'm good on that. Okay. So my next question is: now you said payment history is 30%.
35.
35%. Now, all right, cool. Let's say like everything that I've ever had is paid off. Like, does that diminish after time or do they still look at that over a period of time? You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
how,
once you pay certain items off, your score is going to take a drop. Let's say you have a car payment, and once you pay the car payment off, within like 30, 60 days, your score is going to take a hit because that company, that banks, is not reporting that payment every month. Exactly. You get punished for being a responsible adult. So,
shut up.
yeah.
Yo, you just taught me so. Oh, no. So basically, I legit I have to use or I should use my credit.
I mean, yeah, because like it's going to take a hit when you pay certain stuff off. Yes.
Wow. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I'm disappointed. I am disappointed in the way of the world right now.
So,
Wow.
so it's like they make it where like you legit have to get it if you want to get to a certain score.
Yes, that's crazy. Oh, I guess I'll get a gas card.
Yeah.
Oh man, Mr. Ronnie Francois, it's been a pleasure having you on the show today, dropping the gems, educating the people, educating me. Like you shocked me with that. Like once I pay off my house, is just gonna be like how much of a decline is it gonna be?
I mean, it just really depends, you know what I mean? It could be like a few points, it could be like 20, 30 points. It really
No,
varies.
Ronnie, no. That's a hard hit. You ever play Battleship when you were younger? Yeah, my boom, Battleship sunk. Wow.
Yeah, like I said,
Wow.
it's almost like you're getting punished for being responsible. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it is. Wow, Mr. Ronnie, man. I appreciate you for coming on the show. Definitely got to have you back so we can talk more in depth about, credit and credit cards because I've had credit cards before in my younger years and to be honest with you, I'm afraid to touch them bad boys today. And I get credit card offers all the time. I mean, I'm talking about from the big people, you know what I'm saying? Like the big people. However, it's like I'm scared, but I'm starting to notice a trend in cash back.
Yeah.
And
Definitely. You have the rewards points, the
and if
travel
it's
points. Yeah.
if it's free, it's for me. You know what I'm saying, Ronnie? So, like I've watched YouTube videos where people take like their cash back and pay off credit cards. You know what I'm saying? Because either the credit card company is giving cash back, they're giving reward points, they're taking free trips. You know what I'm saying? So I think I may want in on that. So I just want to talk to you in depth more on credit cards and how many you should keep, which card you should get, and if you're interested in coming back on the show, we're more than welcome, and you're more than welcome to come, and we're more than happy to have you. Is what I'm trying to say.
And then again, the ebooks are available to anyone of your listeners, or they got to reach out. And then our ebook,
Nice.
you can email to them. Again, it's all about sharing the knowledge.
Okay, good deal, good deal. So, Mr. Ronnie Francois, if you don't mind, let the people know where they can find you, where they can find your ebooks, your website, anything you want to drop about yourself and how they can get to you and reach out to you and your services. Let the people know.
Well, first, I want to thank you for having me on your show.
It's a
Again,
pleasure.
you can find me on Instagram, Mr. Ronnie under credit score, Mr. Ronnie underscore credit hero. They can go to my website, ronniefrancois.com. And, like I said, they can Google me, Ronnie Francois Credit Hero. And I'm launching a podcast in like a few more weeks. So I have my own podcast too.
Nice.
So that's really, really dope. I think it's called the Credit Lab Podcast. So yeah,
Okay.
that's what it's all about. I'm at the lab coat. I mean, lab material, just chopping it up. So yeah, that's
Nice,
really, really dope.
nice.
And if people can also call me too, 443-738-5529. So I mean
That's
it's a business.
Baltimore, Maryland. Where you at? Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah, Baltimore, yeah,
All
exactly.
right,
Baltimore.
all right. Shout out to Baltimore. Got family out in Baltimore. Yes, sir. I'm from Virginia Beach, the DMV area. Let's get it. So,
Yeah.
yes, it's a pleasure having you on the show, Mr. Ronnie. We definitely want to have you back. So, with that being said, we're going to let you go. And we going to talk on the back end on the emails because there's some more questions, I want to have you and I want to reschedule you to be on the show. You got me?
Well, thank you. I definitely appreciate you.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, yo. Hey, remember, keep it real rap raw so they can't call you flaw. Peace.
Cool, peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Ronnie Francois, the credit hero. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out at ronniefrancois.com. He's dropping them gems. Like y'all saw my face when he told me as soon as I pay certain stuff off, my walk on water, Jesus Christ credit is what I like to call it, is gonna go pew. So I'm like, like he said, you get penalized for being responsible, and that's not right. But I got a fix for that because, like, y'all saw me just talk to him about them credit cards. I'm thinking about to jump on that cash back rewards. If it's free, it's for me. But y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all no longer because I'm getting ready to get out of here. Go on my 2-2 and a hot 4. Yo, it's your girl TopNotch Butterscotch. Y'all remember, keep it real, rap raw, so they can't call you flaw. I'm as real as it gets, y'all. We gonna hit it with "Lay 'Em Down" by Trail 5. Y'all know we gotta go. Peace.
Left leg back, right leg back, left leg back, right leg back.